So are you guys sick of me yet? We're back at it with another SoFi stock update. We're going to break down the charts today, my thoughts. Maybe at the end of the video, we'll break down some other stocks, the indexes, what the heck's going on. So if y'all find value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks. And if for some odd reason you guys have not gotten your free stocks yet from Moomoo, what the heck are you waiting for? Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you guys open up your account and fund it with your initial $100 deposit, you get 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $2,000, and fund your account with at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks you just got, you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000 as well, totaling 15 free stocks. So if you guys want some free money and you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link down below. And with that being said, cheers, let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 2:45 p.m., so we're about 15 minutes away from Power Hour, which you guys know, Power Hour gets a little bit crazy these days. Well, really, all the time it seems like. And SoFi stock is at almost break even right now. It's up only 5 cents, up 0.6%. But earlier in the day, it was up almost to $8 per share. You heard that right. Up almost to $8 per share as it hit 773 at about what? 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Actually 9:45 a.m. pretty much. This morning is where we hit that. And after that, we pretty much have been, downtrending, if you will, whatever you want to call it, cooling off for, the rest of the day since that point. And mind you, yesterday we uptrended all day, which you guys can see. We hit $7 in the morning. You guys can see that here above my big old head. And then we ended up uptrending all day. And today we actually took out yesterday's highs by a mile. Yesterday we hit about $7.35, and today again we hit almost 75. So we took out the highs by 40 cents. Yesterday, which is great. That's a 5% move from yesterday's close to where we were at the high of the day. And now notice on the intraday, if I pull it up again, let me show you this. We are now pretty much at the highs from yesterday as we now are selling off. We have been selling off over the past couple of hours. Now we're approaching the highs from yesterday, which this is a very, very big spot for the bulls here. And the million-dollar question is, what are we going to do during Power Hour? Do we flush through this 730, 735 mark and maybe sell off aggressively heading into close? Or do buyers come in here, as we are pretty oversold now on the intraday chart, and maybe we start to consolidate, or maybe we rally into close? That's kind of what I'm waiting for here on SoFi stock for the next, 15, 20 minutes as we head into Power Hour. And during Power Hour, that's exactly what I'm going to be watching. And when you're watching this video, it's obviously after the markets have closed. So we'll see, you saw already what ended up happening. But right now in real time, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. What are we going to do in this 730, 735, 740 ballpark, and we'll take it from there, guys. And on the 5-day chart, you guys can see we have been uptrending now for a good couple of days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row, pretty much 5-6 days that SoFi's been on the up and up here, and we still are. You guys can see we still are with today's move. Even though we're slightly on the decline on the intraday, we're still well within this uptrending channel on the 5-day, 5-minute, which is good for the bulls in the short term. And if we're looking just at this channel, right, 740 is a huge support, 730, 740. So this should hold in a perfect world. But of course, we don't live in a perfect world, and the stock market is far from perfect. But we'll see, what happens here heading into close. And on the 1-hour chart, guys, you now can see, if I clear the drawing set, we got rejected at the highs from the middle of this month. About 2 weeks ago, well, I guess exactly 2 weeks ago, we hit roughly 775. That's where we got hit again this morning, and we failed to break through that point. So moving forward, guys, we're going to have to retest and break. If you're a bull in the short term, you want to see it break 775. And from that point, guys, we could see even more upside here, maybe towards the $8.50 range, which you guys obviously know by looking at this chart. That's where we were earlier this month. So yeah, man, looks like we're slowly reversing back to the upside here, at least on the smaller time frames. And let me set my alert before I forget at $7.80. Let me do that now. Mark is that we're above $7.80. And again, if we break that, maybe we fill the gap slowly to about 850. And if 850 breaks, we'll take it step by step. But if 850 breaks, there could be more upside from there as well. Let me set my alert at 850. Mark is at or above. There we go. So it looks like we're trying to play in this window. We might over the next couple of days, no guarantees, but that's kind of what I'm watching in the very short term. And here on the 4-hour chart, guys, if I get the handy dandy channel tool out, we're still trading in this downwards channel. And now we're actually at the top of that downwards channel, which I like to call the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth for SoFi stock. Do we break that $7.80 mark, that 850 mark? Do we start pushing past those recent highs and out of the channel, which obviously would be great for the bulls in the short term? Or do we get rejected here and, set ourselves up for a dump off to the, back to the bottom of that channel, which could be anywhere from $5.50 to $6 to $6.25. It's kind of a waiting game at this point. Again, the moment of truth. That's the phrase I like to use here. A moment of truth for the bulls, at least, really for bulls and bears here for SoFi stock, at least in the short term. It's the moment of truth. So what do you guys think? That's kind of a quick breakdown here. As the overall indexes are in the green, we have the Russell up 0.9%, NASDAQ's up 0.1%, the S&P's also up 0.1%, as the Dow's up 0.25%, and we have the VIX up 1.6% right now, as gold's up, silver's up as well. Pretty much everything right now is up. Indexes, gold, silver, maybe even oil is up as well. Let's pull that up and take a look. It looks like oil's up 2%. It's at $78 per barrel. So keep your eyes on SoFi, guys. SOFI. And you know my position, my take. I'm bullish long term on this company. I started buying it a couple of weeks ago. I've traded it time and time again over the past couple of months, but now I officially have not built completely, of course, but I've started out my long-term position in the high $6 range, and right now I'm just holding on, right? I'm holding on tight. I'm not saying I'm not going to buy any more stock. I'll probably buy more at some point, but I'm going to be patient. I'm not rushing to build out my position like that. I'm going to let it, maybe build out over the next couple of months. I'm not in a rush or in a hurry to make SoFi a massive position, or I'm not in a hurry to build it out. And that's what I've learned over time, guys. When you're building out a position, the last thing you want to do is build it out in a week or two, right? Rush into it, go all in very fast. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it takes even, a year or two, maybe more than that. I don't know about me personally, building out a position over a year or two or more than that, more than 2 years. But a lot of the time it takes a couple of months, a year, maybe 2 years. And, you got to be patient. Don't expect to build out your position in a week and then be done with it. Sometimes it works like that, depending on, what style of investing you have, what you're trying to accomplish over time, your time horizon. But, for me with SoFi, I'm holding on with my 2 buys that I've made, and we'll see. Maybe I'll buy more in the mid-high 7s, maybe $8 on the breakout, or maybe I'll wait and buy more if it comes back down to under $6, which is totally a possibility. Never say never when you're in the stock market, guys. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I was going to break down some other stocks, but maybe I'll save that in another video, as we did have a lot of craziness today. CrowdStrike up 10%, Foot Locker up 16% so far. GameStop is up 25% right now, which I made a video on that earlier today. Go check it out. So hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Follow me on X as well. And don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. You can get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000 with a $100 deposit, your first initial $100 deposit. And if you want to up the ante a little bit, why not fund your account with at least $1,000? And on top of those 5 stocks, which again, each are up to $2,000, you get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000. So get on it, guys. The clock's ticking. Use that Moomoo link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.